Good evening, everybody. Nice to see everybody. We have another new session tonight, another target that obviously has something to do with financial. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Welcome, everybody. Daz, Ed, Dick, Nyiam, Courtney, and Derek. How's it going, guys? Well, we have an interesting target this evening, and I think we might have done this a long time ago. Not we as in me, but you guys, I think you did. And it's going to be interesting to see if you're on target with it. And then after we have a look at it, we can probably do a quick 2-minute analysis. I won't prolong it, but see how the charts actually look on my end. Ooh, yeah, oof.
I got a bunch of this.
Yeah. Okay. Target Bitcoin Cash, one of the original forks off Bitcoin. And we have been trading it a bit. We've been doing some analysis on it as of recent, and it's performed pretty well recently, but we'll have a look at the chart later. The remote viewers to observe and describe BCH's performance and public market adoption during 24 to 26. So it's a 2-year period there, obviously. The remote viewers to observe and display Bitcoin Cash's performance on a chart. So later on, we'll of course have Courtney do her analysis on it for our founders. But for the time being, let's have a look at what we've really got. Let's dig deep and see how deep this hole is. Okay, Daz, you want to start?
The primary person I thought was going to be, it was an older male over 40s, had a weathered look to him, grey hair, definitely US based. Felt experienced in different multiple industries and jobs with a New York connection. I felt that it was a caustic person though, and had a very abrasive feel to them and easily to have personality clashes. Felt that the person was tall, stocky, thick set. I felt like they were a man tanned, very loud. But I'm not sure why, but I was not picking up a likable vibe from this person. Something felt very off to me. Almost had like a Jerry Springer kind of tackiness to it. Other group sentiments, now they felt cautious. In August of this year, it felt up a bit, but then I had the but there.
Well, I hope it's an isolated incident because the only other way that it might crash like that is if the whole market crashed. That's pretty negative looking. I've never seen one of those lines go down quite that sharp, Daz, even
That
yours.
that might have been just my trying to reflect my whole just didn't like it kind of
Mm.
prospect,
All
to be
right.
honest.
Okay. Let's see what's next. Edward, you want to take the stage?
The company moves into a new position, and like here, like they got new office space, they're in a high rise, they kind of relocate themselves, has a very corporate feel to it, and is looking for corporate adoptions in all this. Like they're really, the overall sense was that they were submitting themselves into a different status to put themselves into a different position to have access to more corporate adoptions. Contracts in corporations and even governments. But for what, though? I still pondered. Financial transactions stored and secured via this platform. They had big contracts. That was the sense there. So a couple of the people there were like this guy. He seemed like a finance minister. This guy seemed like a U.S. or a European connections banker guy, and with connections there to France and Italy as well. This is where it went a little strange for me. There was some kind of a Rothschild connection here, I sensed. In the banking world, this filing process connects with this Rothschild family in the banking and global sector. And so my charts here, the 30-day was a little choppy. The year was a little choppy with some green. 2 years was, so that's what happened. Pretty interesting session. Hopefully some of that stuff can be verified. I hope so. It was an interesting session. I enjoyed it. So maybe if Courtney found something, we'll have some idea of what. I did read that as we were revealed it, I did look up, and it looks like the Rothschild family has bought a lot of Bitcoin. So we'll see. Maybe they bought Bitcoin Cash too. Maybe Courtney found something out, but that's what I got.
Interesting indeed. I got a few thoughts about it later, but it just kind of stewing in the background. It's interesting. The fact that it's the original chain where it was forked off Bitcoin. So yeah, interesting. Mr. Allgaier, you're up.
First thing I realized is this is broken in the future. There's a blockage, an interruption, like a roadblock, trouble ahead. Regulations, coding issues, a landmine. I felt inexperience, that this is more complex when they understood when they wrote the code. One guy is greedy, one guy is not as smart, one person is altruistic but making big promises and overestimating what it can do. Here's my charts. I saw a pretty steep, the guy Craig Wright is his name, that claims to be Satoshi. Something's not right with him. So
That's
Right,
Bitcoin
Rob.
SV.
yeah.
Very good.
So I have quite a bit of Bitcoin Cash, but wonder if I'm going to hold on to it. We'll see in the next run.
Yeah, we'll see. In short term, it looks okay. It's just I
Yeah.
think it gets out there a bit. Nyiam, you're up, sir.
Technology, complex network, nodes, trust protocol, all about the capacity and transactions per second, has some pseudo-anonymous features, privacy, security for the digital age, ease of use. Hodler's sentiment now felt like passive, nonchalant, kind of waiting, sleeper, kind of felt like a sleeper. 4 months out felt more like anticipation, greed, buy. And there's my charts there.
Yeah, very good. That's a bit more positive anyway. You say you like the token yourself, did you, Nyiam? You have it?
Yeah, that's my main one. That's the one that I feel has the most realistic use case right now in terms of like a cryptocurrency, and the ability to handle the capacity of the block space and stuff like that, the transactions per
speed
second.
and the transactions, yeah. Very good. Yeah, excellent. All right, Derek.
And here it's like next gen tech won't come fast enough to mitigate their problem. Possible logo like a ball of hexagons or something. I don't really feel like I got that. Multiple large satellite dishes transmitting at capacity need more bandwidth to keep up with demand. Seeing technicians working to upgrade systems, but not fast enough, trying to resolve choke points. And then my charts, slow momentum, generally flat, some ups and downs. It sees a reasonable gain by the end of 2020. That is my session.
Wow, interesting material, guys. Okay, what it can do, if you want, I can give you a quick look at the chart, or we can take final comments first. Would you like maybe have a chart first?
Yeah, let's look at the chart.
Okay, I'll pull it up here. Give you an idea of what we're looking at. All right. Okay, interesting. So let's go to the day chart. Here we are here, Bitcoin Cash. So what I've got on here is we have, okay, so let's have your final thoughts and see what we have to say. Daz, I guess you're an easy one.
Final thoughts. I don't know much about it historically, guys. I haven't looked at this before, but I just had a quick look at social media. Social media for it's atrocious.
Yeah.
But it just reflects my RV on it, really. I think you're right. I think people can make money off it. I just don't think it's got it. I'm looking for things with a long-term future, and I just don't think it's got it.
Oh man, Bitcoin Cash. I mean, the session was pretty interesting to me in some of the things that were being portrayed as potentials to where it might be able to go with the people who are invested or the direction that the project is going.
Nyiam?
Outside of my session work, based on what I know about cryptos and the technicals behind Bitcoin Cash, I still think it's one of the most usable cryptocurrencies that preserves kind of like the original purpose of what Bitcoin was trying to do. So I'm still a big fan of it for sure.
All right, very good. And Derek?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know anything about Bitcoin Cash at all. I think it definitely doesn't look like something, I don't think any of us presented a feel that you should run out and sell everything you got right now and look for something else. But I would say keep your eye on changes in the infrastructure being used.
I don't get anything in the short term that looks negative at all. As a matter of fact, it actually looks pretty good. And so anyway, guys, I want to thank you all, and we'll go ahead and get Courtney to do her thing and give us an idea of what she's seen in her analysis. So until then, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I'm sure I'll probably see you guys back again when we have another financial asset. Take care.
Thanks, Marty.